It's also good in the way that it's more of a DIY thing, that if you're a local band, the record industry, there is none. You can either look at it as being really, really, really horrible or possibly good. The truth is, nobody's spending any money anymore. Bands don't make any money. The way bands make money now is selling t-shirts. Nobody's putting any money behind an artist. Nobody's trying to develop new artists. Everybody is just doing a carbon copy of what they think will sell, and they'll give that person effort for like 3 months, and if it's not working, they'll drop it. Nobody's trying to find something new. Nobody's trying to find something adventuresome. I don't even know if adventuresome's a word. I think it's pathetic. I think there's a lot of good people that are getting undiscovered, and a lot of it's our fault because we're not going to shows anymore, and we're not going to clubs to see local bands, and we're not buying music like we used to, and maybe we'll go on iTunes and buy a single. Now, on the same token, as bad as that is, it's also good in the way that it's more of a DIY thing, that if you're a local band and you put out a CD, you can put out a CD and put it in stores, online stores, yourself. And you can put out your own music, and I could make a CD and put it out, and it would be on iTunes and do everything else and do it all myself, so I handle everything. You need a little bit of business savvy. The formula used to be, which I think was such a good formula, was that you'd have to go out there and you'd have to play clubs, and you'd have to build a following. And then if you build a following, you'd play other clubs, and then maybe you'd put out your own record, and then build a bigger following, and then maybe an A&R guy would see you, and then things would work out. But it's not like that anymore. There's bands that have got record deals that have never played a live show, and that's sad. So I think the music industry sucks. I think a lot of it is because we're not turned on to new music, buy music videos anymore. The problem is we don't have a music video channel because you won't watch it, because I will, because I like putting music on in the background, but the truth is people want to see the hits. And if somebody wants to see a video by whatever popular band is the flavor of the month this week, they're just going to go to YouTube and say White Stripes, or they're just going to go on YouTube and say, Justin Bieber or whatever it is, and they'll see a video. So they're not getting exposed to new stuff like they used to. You could watch MTV and see a new band, like, whoa, who's that? Oh my God, I want to check them out, and then go buy their record and hear their songs. People don't do that anymore. It's a shame.
You can steal a song off the internet, but you can't steal a t-shirt or a back patch or a keychain. So there's something to be said for that. So just be creative in how you're going to have your income streams, because they're not always